Hey, beautiful Libra souls. I just sat down with my deck, and the energy coming through for you right now is absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just shuffling these cards because there's something so powerful brewing for your sign. You know how sometimes you can just feel when the universe is preparing something special? That's exactly what's happening here. I've been reading tarot for years now, and I have to tell you, the combination of cards that just came out for Libra is unlike anything I've seen in months. It's like the cosmos has been quietly working behind the scenes, orchestrating this beautiful symphony of change and abundance specifically for you. Let me share what's coming through because honestly, I'm getting emotional just thinking about how beautiful this is going to be for you. The first card that practically jumped out of my deck is the Eight of Pentacles. And wow, this is telling such a beautiful story about mastery and dedication. Now, I know what you're thinking. This might seem like a simple work card, but listen to what I'm seeing here. This card is showing me someone, and that someone is you, Libra, who has been quietly perfecting something behind the scenes. For months, maybe even years, you've been developing skills, honing your craft, learning lessons that at the time might have felt frustrating or even pointless. You know those moments when you wondered why things were taking so long? Why you had to go through certain experiences that felt like detours from where you wanted to be? The Eight of Pentacles is showing me that none of that was wasted time. This card represents the master craftsperson, and right now the universe is recognizing you as someone who has put in the work. But here's what makes this so extraordinary. It's not just about the work you've done. It's about how that work is about to be recognized and rewarded in ways you never expected. I'm seeing this image of someone sitting at their workbench, completely absorbed in their craft, not realizing that people have been watching, learning, and preparing opportunities. That's you right now, Libra. While you've been focused on becoming better, on learning, on growing, the universe has been taking notes. And those notes are about to turn into some incredible opportunities. The energy around this card is telling me that something you've been working on, something you've been passionate about, is about to get the recognition it deserves. But more than recognition, it's going to open doors you didn't even know existed. This could manifest as a job opportunity that perfectly matches your skills, a creative project getting picked up by exactly the right people, or even someone offering to mentor you or collaborate with you in ways that will accelerate your growth exponentially. What makes this even more special is that this recognition is going to feel so natural, so aligned with who you truly are. It's not going to be one of those opportunities that requires you to change yourself or compromise your values. Instead, it's going to celebrate exactly what makes you unique as a Libra. Now, the second card that came through is absolutely mind-blowing, and I literally had to take a deep breath when I saw it. We have the Three of Cups, and let me tell you why this card in this position is giving me chills. The Three of Cups is traditionally about celebration, friendship, and community, but in your reading today, it's representing something much deeper. It's showing me that the extraordinary thing coming your way isn't going to happen in isolation. This is about community, about people coming together to support something beautiful. I'm getting this vision of you being surrounded by people who genuinely want to see you succeed. And I'm not talking about fair weather friends or people who are just being polite. I'm seeing authentic connections, people who recognize your value and want to be part of your journey. This could be a team forming around a project you're passionate about, or existing relationships in your life suddenly becoming much more supportive and collaborative. For many of you Libras, I'm sensing that you've felt a bit isolated lately, maybe like you've been carrying certain burdens or dreams alone. The Three of Cups is telling me that's all about to change. People are going to start showing up for you in ways that restore your faith in human connection. But here's the extraordinary part. This isn't just about people supporting you. The energy I'm getting is that you're also going to become a source of inspiration and support for others. There's this beautiful reciprocal energy where your success, your breakthrough, is going to create a ripple effect that helps other people break through too. I'm seeing celebrations, actual physical celebrations, where people are raising glasses to toast your success. But more than that, I'm seeing the kind of deep, soul-level celebration that happens when someone you care about achieves something they've been working toward for a long time. You know that feeling when someone you love gets exactly what they deserve? That's the energy people are going to have around your upcoming breakthrough. The timing on this is incredible, too. I'm sensing this community support is going to materialize right when you need it most, almost like the universe has been coordinating everything behind the scenes. Moving into the third card, I pulled the Knight of Wands. And honestly, Libra, this card is making me so excited for you because it represents action, adventure, and passionate pursuit of goals. Now, this might surprise some of you because nights can sometimes feel a bit intense for Libra energy, but that's exactly why this is so perfect. The Knight of Wands is showing me that you're about to enter a phase where your natural Libra desire for balance and harmony gets combined with this incredible surge of confident action. It's like you've been standing at the edge of a diving board, carefully considering all your options, weighing everything out, and suddenly you're going to have this moment of absolute clarity where you just know it's time to jump. What I love about this card in your reading is that it's not suggesting you're going to become impulsive or reckless. Instead, it's showing me that all that careful consideration you've been doing, all that weighing of options that sometimes frustrates other people but is so natural for you, is about to pay off in a big way. You're going to have this moment where everything clicks into place, and you'll move forward with both wisdom and passion. I'm seeing travel for some of you, not necessarily physical travel, although that might be part of it, but definitely a journey towards something new and exciting. This could be a new career path, a creative project, a relationship opportunity, or even a completely new life direction that you hadn't considered before. The Knight of Wands is also telling me about messages, communications that are going to come in quickly and change everything. You know how sometimes you can be waiting and waiting for news about something, and then suddenly everything happens at once? That's the energy I'm getting here. Phone calls, emails, text messages, conversations that shift everything in your favor. There's also this beautiful energy around courage that I'm picking up. The Knight of Wands is known for being fearless, and I'm sensing that you're going to surprise yourself with how brave you're willing to be when the right opportunity presents itself. Things that might have felt scary or uncertain before are going to feel exciting and full of possibility. The fourth card that came through is the Two of Pentacles, and this one made me smile so wide because it's such a perfect card for Libra energy, but in the most unexpected way. Normally, we think of the Two of Pentacles as being about juggling multiple responsibilities or trying to balance competing demands, but in your reading, it's representing something much more beautiful. This card is showing me that you're about to master the art of having multiple streams of abundance flowing into your life simultaneously. Instead of feeling stretched thin or overwhelmed, you're going to find yourself in this beautiful dance where different areas of your life start supporting and enhancing each other. I'm seeing you managing multiple opportunities with grace and skill, like a master juggler who makes it look effortless. But the key here is that these aren't competing demands. They're complementary gifts. Maybe it's a main job that provides stability, while a side passion starts generating income, or a relationship that supports your career goals, while your career success enhances your personal life. The Two of Pentacles in your reading is also talking about adaptability. There might be moments in the coming months where you need to pivot or adjust your approach, but instead of feeling like setbacks, these adjustments are going to feel like beautiful dance moves that keep you in perfect flow with what's trying to emerge. I'm also getting this sense that you're going to find yourself naturally good at managing resources, whether that's time, money, energy, or opportunities. Things that used to feel complicated or stressful are going to start feeling manageable and even enjoyable. What's really beautiful about this card is that it's showing me you maintaining your equilibrium even when exciting things are happening quickly. You know how sometimes good news can be almost as overwhelming as bad news? The Two of Pentacles is telling me you're going to handle your upcoming success with grace and wisdom. Now we get to the fifth card, and when I pulled the Page of Swords, I actually laughed out loud because this card is so perfect for what's coming for you. The Page of Swords represents new ideas, intellectual breakthroughs, and the kind of mental clarity that cuts through confusion like a sword through silk. I'm seeing you having these incredible AHA moments where solutions to problems you've been puzzling over suddenly become crystal clear. It's like someone is going to turn on a light in a room you've been trying to navigate in the dark. But more than just clarity, I'm sensing that you're going to have genuinely innovative ideas, thoughts, and insights that surprise even you. The Page of Swords is also about communication, but not just any communication. This is about communicating with precision, with impact, with the kind of clarity that makes people stop and really listen. I'm seeing you having conversations that change everything, maybe giving a presentation that gets exactly the response you hoped for, or writing something that resonates with people in ways you didn't expect. There's also this beautiful energy around learning and curiosity. The Page of Swords is eternally curious, always ready to explore new ideas and approaches. I'm sensing that you're about to discover something new about yourself, maybe a talent you didn't know you had, or a subject that captures your imagination in ways that open up entirely new possibilities. For many of you, this card is indicating that you're going to receive information that changes your perspective on a situation you thought you understood completely. It might be about a relationship, a career opportunity, or even about your own capabilities. This new information isn't going to be overwhelming or confusing, though. It's going to feel like getting the final piece of a puzzle you've been working on. I'm also getting the sense that you're going to become really good at cutting through other people's confusion or drama with your clear thinking. People are going to start coming to you for advice because you're going to develop this reputation for seeing situations clearly and offering practical wisdom. The sixth card absolutely took my breath away, and I had to shuffle the deck 3 times because I couldn't believe this card was coming up for Libra energy. We have the Hanged Man, and I know that might sound scary if you're not familiar with tarot, but let me tell you why this is actually one of the most beautiful cards that could have shown up for you right now. The Hanged Man represents a completely different perspective, a willing surrender to a higher wisdom, and most importantly, the kind of waiting that isn't passive, but is actually deeply transformative. This card is telling me that everything that has felt stuck or delayed in your life has actually been a period of profound preparation. You know how sometimes you feel like you're in limbo, like you're waiting for your life to really begin? The Hanged Man is showing me that this period of waiting is about to reveal its true purpose. All those times when you felt like nothing was happening, when opportunities seemed to pass you by, when you wondered if you were on the right path at all, that was actually the universe creating space for something much better than what you thought you wanted. The beautiful thing about the Hanged Man is that it represents voluntary surrender, not being stuck against your will. On some level, your soul has been choosing this period of reflection and preparation because it knew something extraordinary was coming that you needed to be ready for. I'm getting this image of someone hanging upside down, but being completely peaceful about it. Because from that new perspective, they can see things that were invisible from the regular viewpoint. That's what's been happening for you, Libra. While it might have felt like you were stuck or delayed, you were actually gaining insights and developing inner resources that you're about to put to incredible use. This card is also about sacrifice, but the kind of sacrifice that leads to something much better. Maybe you've had to let go of certain relationships, job opportunities, or plans that didn't feel quite right. The Hanged Man is confirming that those were exactly the right choices, even if they were difficult at the time. What makes this card so powerful in your reading is that it's indicating the waiting period is about to end, and when it does, you're going to move forward with a level of wisdom and clarity that wouldn't have been possible if things had happened according to your original timeline. The seventh and final card literally made me gasp when it appeared, and I'm getting goosebumps again just thinking about it. The Nine of Cups, often called the wish fulfillment card, and I cannot tell you how rare it is to see this card show up in a reading with this much supporting energy around it. The Nine of Cups represents emotional satisfaction, getting what you truly want, and that beautiful feeling of contentment that comes when your inner world and your outer world are in perfect alignment. But in your reading, this card is representing something even more extraordinary. I'm seeing you in a state of genuine happiness that comes from knowing you're exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you're meant to be doing, with exactly the right people in your life. This isn't the kind of happiness that depends on external circumstances staying perfect. This is the kind of deep satisfaction that comes from living in alignment with your true self. The Nine of Cups is also telling me about wishes coming true, but not in a fairy tale way. These are wishes that you might have stopped believing in, dreams that you put on the back burner because they seem too good to be true. This card is confirming that those dreams weren't too good to be true. They were just waiting for the right timing. I'm also getting this beautiful energy around celebration and recognition. The Nine of Cups often shows up when someone is about to be honored or acknowledged for their contributions. This could be formal recognition like an award or promotion, but it's more likely to be the kind of heartfelt appreciation that means everything. What makes this card so powerful as your final card is that it represents not just temporary happiness, but lasting satisfaction. The changes and opportunities coming your way aren't going to be flash-in-the-pan moments. They're going to create a foundation for ongoing fulfillment and joy. So Libra, when I look at all these cards together, the message is absolutely clear. You are standing at the threshold of an extraordinary period where everything you've been working toward, hoping for, and quietly preparing for is about to manifest in ways that exceed your expectations. The combination of these cards is telling me that the breakthrough coming your way is going to address multiple areas of your life simultaneously. Your career, your relationships, your creative expression, your financial situation, and most importantly, your sense of purpose and fulfillment are all about to shift into a much higher gear. What makes this so special is that it's not going to feel overwhelming or chaotic. Instead, it's going to feel like everything is finally flowing the way it was always meant to flow, like you've been pushing against a door that was actually supposed to pull, and suddenly you figure out the right way to open it and everything becomes easy. The timing on this feels immediate, but also sustainable. I'm sensing that the first signs of this shift are going to show up within the next few weeks, but the full manifestation is going to unfold over the next several months in the most beautiful way. I keep getting this image of a garden where seeds that were planted months ago are suddenly all blooming at the same time, creating this incredible display of color and beauty that takes everyone's breath away. That's what your life is about to become, Libra. Everything that felt lost, delayed, or impossible is not only coming back to you, but it's coming back multiplied, enhanced, and more beautiful than you originally imagined. The universe has been composing a symphony with your name on it, and it's almost time for the performance to begin. Trust in this process, trust in your own worthiness to receive these gifts, and most importantly, stay open to the magic that's about to unfold. You deserve every beautiful thing that's coming your way,